Mm, mm, mm. Hello, YouTube. This is your girl, Carmen Kaboom, broadcasting live from the Boom Boom Room. I'm off camera tonight. I think I'll make it less pleasurable for a demon who has been taking my videos and placing them on their channel. They want to be me so bad because they can't get any attention otherwise. So the best way that they can imitate me is to steal my content in order to get attention because nobody is checking for them otherwise. But like I've said so many times before, you cannot compete where you cannot compare. So in the meantime, as the legalities concerning this work their way through the legal system, we will get something done about it. And I am having to go through the legal process. We're going to get something done, but it's going to take time. And I would also like to find out who this person is since they have taken such pleasure in posting my images and disparaging my image and doing all kind of things with my image. I think it's only fair that we find out who this person is and level the playing field. So if you would like to contribute and donate towards the legal fund, whereas I will be paying someone to find out who this is behind that computer screen, the coward. We're going to call this the Coward Legal Fund. If you would like to donate, you can go ahead and donate at my Cash App, $ Carmen Kaboom. And I also have a PayPal, pay.me/Carmen Kaboom. I'll also put it in the description tab. But enough about the coward. Let's talk about the reward of sin is death. That is the topic for tonight's live stream. Hello, everyone in the chat. I am so glad to join you all tonight. I meant to do it last night, but I was so tired after I got in, and I'm still tired. Oh my gosh, I didn't get much sleep. I stayed up for a while because my neighbors, I was listening at them having sex since the past few days, and sounds like they're still going at it. And I'm so sick of listening at that. It's so disgusting. But sin is in style nowadays. And so many people are taking pleasure in allowing Satan to make a God snatched me out of the bowels of Satan just in the nick of time. But unfortunately, for a lot of people, they don't um, get to um, be salvaged. They end up being um, destroyed by Satan. And a lot of times, when you develop a reprobate spirit, a reprobate state of mind, whereas right is wrong, wrong is right, Satan will make a fool out of you and will destroy you from the inside out. And I see this happening to so many people every day. And it's almost like they are being hypnotized. Satan is just hypnotizing them. And, you know, wallowing around in sin and carrying the cloak of a sin nature is just natural to them. And I saw on the live stream, the short live stream that we did last night, whereas I was out on the street, one of my subscribers mentioned or asked me in the live stream, I think it was Nick. Hold on. Let me find the this. I think it was Nick W0 or WO. I believe it was Nick WO. He asked me if I heard about what happened to a certain YouTuber. And at the time, I did not know anything about this, but I typed in that certain person's name. A lot of you all know who I'm talking about. A lot of you do not, but I will not disclose the person's name because, I just don't want to deal with the trolling. I really don't. And it's real juvenile. And I don't want to be bothered, but a lot of that comes with the territory. But if you all know who it is, you know who it is. But I will not disclose the person's name. But I went online on YouTube here on YouTube last night, and I the person's name, and instantly, I saw the details of what was going on, and I cannot say that I'm surprised by what I saw and what I learned. Hello, everybody in the chat. How are you all doing tonight? Oh, Richard Wright says you all have missed me. I have missed you more, Richard Wright. And I'm hoping that all is well with you all. And I hope you don't mind listening to my sexy voice. And you'll just have to wait and look at my beautiful face later on whenever I feel like it. I feel like aggravating that coward who's taking my videos. I feel like aggravating the hell out of that big, nasty, gross demon coward tonight. And so as I was saying, this particular YouTuber has disclosed that he is HIV positive. And I cannot say that I'm surprised because, when you are participating in a certain lifestyle, lashed out at me and they condemned me, but interestingly enough, they never condemned the sin. And see, Satan has set so many people up for failure. And, Satan has made it seem like this particular lifestyle is cool. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Somebody is texting me, and I don't know how they texting me, and I got them blocked. And they saying that they don't care about me making a status about them on Facebook. Okay, so if it doesn't matter, why are they texting me? Bothered, right? Hold on, let me get them straight now. I don't know how they able to get through and text me if I've gotten them blocked where they can't call me. Hold on. I'm gonna ask them if it doesn't matter to you, then why? Capital letters WHY. Why you 4 question marks and a wondering emoji. This stupid bitch. Okay, so, oh Lord, can we have one day of stupid bitch free day? I'm so tired of stupid bitches. Oh, and this girl is a lesbian. Why isn't she with her lesbian lover? Why is she in my phone? Can anybody tell me why? She said she wanted to spend time with her lesbian fiance. So ready to spend time with her. Now she's worried and bothered about my status on Facebook. She felt convicted. I never called her name. But see, when you throw a rock in the crowd, the hit dog always hollers. Let me tell her that in a text message. Hold on. Hold on. I never, never mention your name. Hold on. Let me text this savage, this heathen, this gross demon. Your name. Mention your name. A hit dog. Damn. This auto correct. It's typing a hot dog. I said a hit dog. A hit dog always hollers. I mean, if it doesn't matter to her, why is she in my phone? Why is she texting me if it don't matter? But anyway, back to what I was saying. Excuse me, you guys. Excuse me. So, yeah. So let me read some of y'all's comments. Master M. Hello, Master M. Master M, you were saying something last night. What was you saying? Something. You said something about the streets was talking about somebody. What were you talking about last night, Master M? You said the streets is talking about Kim Porter and Puffy. Or but you know what? Master M says in the chat, especially without no protection, probably had got some blood on his tallywacker, but that would, but that would, but that particular YouTuber, but that's what that particular YouTuber get for going against what is right, and also God made man with a woman. Okay. Hello, everybody that's joined the chat. Yeah, Toya, they really do. Toya says they just love aggravating Carmen Kaboom. They really do. They get a kick out of it. They like to get cussed out. And they know that's what's gonna happen to them. I think they love to get cussed out by me. Cuss so eloquent. And I cuss like no other, and it just turns them on. It just turns them on to get cussed out by Carmen Kaboom. I guess any attention. And here go this girl. Here go this lesbian. Here go this lesbian texting me again. Why don't she go on somewhere? Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm not even gonna say nothing else to her. I mean, I said what let me say that. I said what I said. Goodbye. Oh, where is the other emoji with the mouth open? I said what I said. Ah, I said what I said, and no lies. No lies were told. Hold on, y'all. I shouldn't go somewhere and lick somebody's ass alone. Oh, why are you here? Why are you here? Why are you here in my phone? Why? 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 What's the point? What's the point? Ooh, Lord have mercy. Okay. So as I was saying, there is a way right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death. That's not karma kaboom. That's Proverbs 16:25. That's Bible. That's what the Bible said. That's what God said. And a lot of these, particularly homosexuals, and this is not a video to bash homosexuals. And I know somebody will say, well, the heterosexuals, they doing all kind of awful things too. And they getting HIV too, but not at the rate of the homosexuals. And why don't they be honest? Why don't they tell the truth when they get AIDS and HIV? They always lie and say it's cancer, tuberculosis, and all this other stuff. Call a thing, like Ian Levant says. Call a thing. And see, they don't want to tell the truth. Satan is misleading these people. And this is several years ago when this certain YouTuber got mad at me. The truth will make you mad, but it also set you free. And it will also save you a trip to the graveyard. And see, a lot of this certain YouTuber's fans, this really had me feeling so co- conflicted last night. And I just felt so confused at the rate of the state of confused individuals that are supposed to be adults. These fans of this certain YouTuber who announced that he has HIV, they was congratulating him and telling him how proud they were that he was living in his truth. And that's what he kept saying in his video. He's living in his truth. So now he's ambassador, the spokesperson for HIV. That's not nothing noble. That's not a badge of honor. That's not a great accomplishment. He ought to be somewhere ashamed. He ought to be somewhere on his knees, repenting and begging the Lord for another chance, a do over, redemption. and a lot of these people of this so lost and confused and half dead. They don't even care about their life. They don't care about anybody else's life. And they don't mind taking chances and playing Russian roulette with their life. So if they get AIDS, fine. They just keep on having sex and exposing the AIDS and HIV and whatever else, and keep on having sex in that condition. I don't understand. And I'm not surprised that this particular person, and this is not to bash this particular person, but I'm not surprised that this has happened and this is the status because, he took pleasure in celebrating that lifestyle. And, the wages of sin is death. And that's the bottom line. There's no way around that. And I saw another YouTuber who ran to this YouTuber's defense saying, well, I've been having HIV for 30 years, so all he got to do is take his meds. He can stay on life. Like, that's the remedy. And we're just going to put a little Band-Aid. That's all you're doing, putting a little Band-Aid on it or a little salve over the HIV, and you're going to still go on and just wave the homosexual banner and the gay flag and be full of pride. Never did I hear, not once, from any of these people who were his fans or him himself. Never did I hear in any of their videos that I watched last night None of their conversation consisted of repentance and God. I never heard them talk about God. Never heard them talk about, you know, this is wrong and they don't want to do this anymore. And it really made me very concerned because, they in one hand say, well, this is great. He can now be a voice for our community and blah, blah, blah. Okay, well, in being a voice for that community, I would think education and doing better, correction in your error, that would go hand in hand with that whole suit, right? And it's almost like what I'm saying is somebody who is lost leading other people who are lost down that same path of death. Because that's all that it's going to lead to. It's going to lead to death. And these are mostly young people in this person's fan base. And, to be young and dumb, I mean, it's just so disappointing. Because especially when this person masquerades around like they're so intelligent and they know this and they know that. And, you know, what it boils down to is, you know, this. And I thought about that earlier today, and I did do a post about this on my Instagram page. A lot of you all may have already seen it. And if you haven't seen it or read it, I will read it now. So this is my post that I posted today about this. I said I wasn't going to speak on this, but I feel like somebody needs to hear this. There is a way that seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death. Proverbs 16:25. When I condemn the sin, this particular person and his fans condemn me. Now, this. We have to be very careful about celebrating and promoting sin, especially when the biggest cheerleader is the devil itself. Because the end of sin is surely death, no matter however cool or okay that the masses of the world may give the illusion that it is. It's a setup for failure, and the lost fans who applaud this announcing of HIV as if it's something noble or some great accomplishment are only continuously helping to put him and others in harm's way and adding fuel to the fire that will likely surely lead to his demise. The wages of sin is death. That's Bible. Now we see it doesn't matter however many subscribers one may have, the type of cameras or fancy lights for videos one has, that doesn't matter. The number of YouTube um, views, that doesn't matter. But popularity doesn't matter. However many people that may visit one's website, that doesn't matter. Popularity doesn't matter. Being featured on the Shade Room or whatever other popular blog or TV or radio show doesn't matter. T-shirts, logos, and T-shirt sales don't matter. AdSense checks don't matter. Super chat donations don't matter. What matters is how we live and how we obey the God who governs it all. That's it. That's all. Beware of following Satan because that dirty motherfucker will surely set you up for absolute failure and your ultimate demise. So here we are, and this is what it has become. So, someone in my chat here on my Instagram page, um, they said, so you're saying if this person wasn't gay, he wouldn't have HIV? And, that's not I was saying or anybody else is saying. And my thing with that is every time this conversation comes up, a lot of the people in the homosexual community, as well as their um, um, supporters outside of that community. We have a lot of non-homosexual sympathizers. A lot of those people, the first thing that they want to do is attack the heterosexuals. Well, look at what the straight people are doing. Well, the straight people doing this too. The straight people having sex in the butt too. The straight people having oral sex too. Two. Well, what about you? We're talking about you. Yes, the heterosexual and the straight people, they are doing all kind of awful things too. With their butt, with their mouth and all. I mean, threesomes, that they doing it all. But we're not talking about the heterosexuals right now. We're talking about the homosexuals. Okay. One illicit activity as it relates to a group of people at a time. Okay. Why can't we focus on the homosexuals? They only want you to focus on them when you want to support them, when you got something that they agree with, and this, that, and the other. They cannot stand. One thing that I noticed that I have a problem with is they cannot stand correction from opposition. They don't want to be corrected in their error. They want everybody to support their agenda, their lifestyle, and so on and so forth. And I can respect them, but I believe in calling a thing, as Iyanla Avant would say. And we're not doing them or ourselves any favors when we pretend like we don't see the sin and we just want to tell these people what they want to hear and agree with them at every hand. We're not doing them any favors. And a lot of his supporters, if you really love him, like you say you do and you claim that you do, you would tell him the truth instead of watching him walk in error and quicken his demise. This path that he's on is gonna lead to death. And what kind of love is that when you say you love this person, but you're not telling them the truth and you watching them walk off of a cliff and you just clapping your hands as they walk off of that cliff? You are a liar. You don't love that person. You are a liar. And, you know, this is something that has hello everybody that's joined the chat. How are y'all doing tonight? Let me read some of y'all's comments. I see y'all have a lot to say in the chat. um Okay, Master M, we'll start. Okay, let me start with Eric. Eric, HIV is just not a sexual disease. Well, what is it? What else is it? How are the other ways that you can get HIV, Eric? Please educate me, because I thought that was the only way that you could get it. But even if you can get it a whole lot of ways, even if you can get HIV by eating a hamburger, even if you can get HIV by planting tomatoes, even if you can get HIV by looking up in the sky at 12 o'clock on Sunday, the primary way that everybody know that you can get HIV is by having unprotected sex with the same sex, and sometimes with the opposite sex. So and especially if you say that you are Christian, Muslim, or Catholic, all of those religions, God, those gods, whatever God that you want to serve, as it relates to any of those religions. Granted, a lot of people that participate in sin, they don't believe in God. A lot of them, but a lot of people who participate in sin, they say that they do believe in God. So God is against sin. God is against fornication. God is against homosexuality. God is against adultery. So why are you saying that you believe in God and you follow God, you serve God, but you are disrespecting, you spitting in his face time and time again. And then when you get this HIV, then you want to call on God. Then you want to make time for God. Well, what was that same energy when you was doing all this stuff that he told you not to do? Now here you are in trouble. Now you want to make time for God in a lot of cases. And I understand the medical field has made a lot of progress, and a lot of people are able to live longer with HIV nowadays, but you still have HIV, which in a lot of cases turn into full blown AIDS, which turns into the morgue, which turns into the graveyard. Okay. So, regardless, however long you can live with it, I don't care if you can live with it 75 years, you still got it. You still have a death sentence hanging over your head and in your T cells. Okay. So, it's so much harder. Why is it so much harder to live and obey God? We could avoid a lot of um atrocious things that can oftentimes impact our life. You know, it would not be any need for HIV medication and all that medication that they have to take. I heard, I don't know for myself, but I heard they got to take a whole lot of stuff every day for the rest of their life, however long that is. All of them not living the same amount of time. And one thing that I have a problem with when a lot of these people get the HIV, they still having sex. I don't understand. How can you still get horny when you have that diagnosis? Can't speak for everybody. If it was me, all sex gotta stop. All sex is off the table. I wouldn't even have a desire. How can you even have a desire? How can your mind even go there once a doctor tells you this is what it is, this is it? At that point, you ought to start making your last will and testament. I'll be wanting to get right with God, not get somewhere and get your clothes off and still bang, bang, bang in the butt and all this stuff. and in the mouth and blah blah blah. I just don't understand that. But everybody does not think the same. Everybody haven't been raised the same. Have not been raised right. But we all have, sometimes we choose right, sometimes we choose wrong. But, you know, the choices we make on set others. So, you know, I'm just hoping these fans of this person, they will see him and develop a conscious mind to go another way instead of going down that same path. And if you love yourself, you will not, bring harm to yourself. Not willfully anyway. When we know better, we should learn to do better in most cases. And I guess it's a certain spirit or certain spirits. They have a longing for that. And, you know, I have never been a homosexual, so I don't know what that urge is all about. But I have thought about it so many times. What is it about a dookie dingaling that just drives you crazy and makes you long for it over and over again? Even when your life is on the line, you still have a desire for it. You still have an urge for it. I don't understand that. And I'm not trying to offend anybody. This is what it is. This is what it is. And, you know, we're not doing anybody in this community any favors by pretending that what it is not. We have to tell these people the truth. Stop lying to them and stop going along with their agenda just because you want to be their friend and you don't want to hurt their feelings. Or this might be your family member and you don't want to hurt their feelings. You're not doing them any favors by, going along with it, because it's going to be you standing over their casket one day crying and having regrets of what you didn't say or what you should have did and you didn't do. You could have helped save this person, but you didn't tell them the truth. You walked down the road with them living that lie and that lifestyle that you knew was bringing them harm and putting them in danger, harm's way. So you have just as much blood on your hands as that contaminated penis that took their life. Okay, let me read some more comments. Master M says, it even says in the Bible that homosexuals will not receive the kingdom of God. But you don't hear Catholic priests be talking about that. You don't hear Pastor Porkchop talk about that. Hello, contract terminated. I'm not calling any names, but a lot of y'all know who it is. I'm not gonna call any names. Cornelia says, I want to call their name. Y'all can go ahead. I'm not gonna call their name because I don't feel like being trolled by their fans. I really don't. I'm not gonna deal with it. I want to call their names. You know. Uh, yes. Contract terminate says everybody's congratulating this. I don't understand that part. Contract terminated. Why are they congratulating him? This is the part that's got my mind so messed up. Am I missing something? is there to congratulate and celebrate? I mean, is this the end game? Is this the goal? In that lifestyle to get HIV? Is that something significant? Why are they congratulating him? I saw a lot of people doing videos congratulating him. I saw a lot of posts on Instagram. A lot of people congratulating him. This is sick. It's sick. But that's right, and you don't even know that you doing wrong. You can be in the middle of the street naked and you think you got clothes on. That's a reprobate spirit. T. Boggin says, I didn't understand why he felt the need to reveal this to a bunch of people that he don't know. I thought about that, T. Boggin, and what I came up with, this is my conclusion. I don't know this to be a fact. This is just my opinion. I thought about that today. And what I have concluded, what I think made him do the video and disclose his status, maybe somebody that he was dealing with had threatened to expose it to the public. So he wanted to beat them and tell it before they. That's what I'm guessing. Maybe somebody had blackmailed him, you know, leak it. So he decided to go ahead because maybe some things was going on behind the scenes that we don't know about. Maybe he wanted to beat them to it since they were going to try to embarrass him, probably. So, and I had heard that one of his other friends, Andrew Caldwell, I don't know if he was telling the truth. Other YouTuber, he had some words back and forth with a couple of days ago, and he had said that that YouTuber had AIDS. I don't know if that's true or false. I don't know. Seemed like he wouldn't have said something so inflammatory unless he had some proof up. But I'm not gonna call that YouTuber's name. But he sure said it, and that YouTube responding to Andrew, and he did not deny that particular thing. He addressed everything else that Andrew said, but I noticed he did not deny or acknowledge that part about the AIDS. So, you know, those two people was real close friends at once upon a time. So I'm wondering, where did the HIV come from? Who gave it to him? And if that other one got full blown AIDS, where did he get that from? Did he give it to this other certain YouTuber? Did they get it from each other? Now I'm pretty sure that this is shaking the table in the black homosexuality, especially around the Atlanta, because this certain YouTuber has probably been having sex with a lot of different gay guys. And a lot of these gay guys, a lot of times, they go both ways. So not only are they probably somewhere shaken and concerned, a lot of females probably are too. See, this is another reason why I have closed my legs and pulled my panties up and got right, trying my best to get right with God. Because this is not a game, but a lot of people play with your life like it's a game. And you only get one chance in the bed to get HIV. And it's not worth it. A few minutes of so called pleasure. It's not worth your life, especially if you love your life. And if you love your life, you're going to act accordingly. You're not going to put yourself subject your body, God's temple, to a bunch of foolishness that could take your life away. You're not gonna do that if you really love yourself, in my opinion. And see, it's a lot of filthy going on out here in these streets, and it's a lot of people just having sex with and I'm like this. If anybody can get it, I don't want it. You know, and people, a lot of these people don't have no discretion nowadays. They don't have no prejudice about who they lay down with. Oh, it's just like some old animals in heat, just slopping around and just pulling their clothes off and banging up against anybody. Just gross. Just gross. And do y'all know what? This weekend when I heard my neighbors having sex, I never did hear the shower turn on. I never did hear the water turn on in the bathtub. So that leads me to believe that they did not take a bath. They just laid up there in its stinkiness after they got through screwing. And they probably didn't take no bath before they took their clothes off and started all that screwing. Just nasty. Just nasty. Just nasty. And then you got a lot of these people that have oral sex and then they don't wash their mouth out. And then they go on to work all in somebody's face with that stinking breath. And kissing babies and kissing grandma and all that old mess. Just nasty. And when I began to see all of this taking place in the late, early 2000s, I started seeing this real nasty new culture forming then. And I told myself, you better put your clothes back on. Because it's about to be some real gross stuff taking place out here. Because ain't nobody using no protection. The condom manufacturers, they might as well close their doors and just pack they plastic that they use to make the condom and all that lubrication, blah blah blah, throw all that in the garbage because ain't nobody really using no condoms no more. And you know, I guess a lot of these people just don't mind taking a chance with their life and putting their life on the line. They just don't care anymore. When you don't care about your life, you take chances with your life. You play Russian roulette with your life. And you just lay down with anybody. You don't even know their name. You don't know where they come from. You don't know if they had when they had a bath last. You don't know nothing about them. You just lay up and have sex with them. And what I don't understand, why would you have sex with a loser that ain't got nothing? And most of these people that ain't got nothing going for themselves, a lot of them hooking up, having sex, and taking chances, and risking getting pregnant. Oh my God. And risking dying, risking being sick, and having to take medication for years and years and years. I don't understand that. I don't understand that. You already struggling. And I say you as in generally speaking. If you already struggling, trying to make ends meet, barely can uh pay your light bill, barely can buy lunch every day at work, barely can put gas in your car, barely can get to the club to hook up with somebody to lay down with, barely can buy all these drugs and alcohol to get yourself uh intoxicated where you don't have to deal with your reality. Why would you take a chance with your life like that? That's what I don't understand. You're not even qualified to do it, you know. But there you go doing it. That makes no sense. And I consider that spiritually retarded. You got to be spiritually retarded. And it's a lot of spiritually retarded people out here. It's a lot of spiritually dead people out here. And it's a growing population of those kind of people out here. I'm seeing it all the time. I'm not telling you what I think. I'm telling you what I see and what I know. And the more that I see, I thank God. I raise my hand to the sky and I thank God for saving me. And it's so many people just doing all kind of things to put their life at risk. And I'll give you an example of that. Since I had my vehicle stolen several weeks ago, I've been getting Uber, bootleg Uber. There's several groups on Facebook that offer rides, different people offer rides. And what I'm going to start doing is not dealing with a lot of these young people. And no offense to the young people, but I'm starting to be real prejudiced against a lot of these young people because they're so stupid. They're so stupid. And a lot of those young people that I noticed, and me and this other female in the group on the Facebook page, we had this conversation yesterday. She has experienced this, and so have I. And I have noticed the same thing that she shared. And a lot of these people that are offering the rides for people that don't have a car on the group page, a lot of them are young. And I have noticed, and she has noticed this too. A lot of them, primarily, not all, but a whole lot of them, they only want to use that as a hustle, and you can't really depend on them. You can't really depend on them. They may come and pick you up, they may not. And a lot of them, they're using it as a hustle to get them something to drink, something to smoke. I never seen such drug addicted young people. And I'm noticing this more and more and more. We have a whole culture of drug addicts, and they don't consider themselves drug addicts because Satan has made it seem like it's cool, just like getting HIV is cool. That's not cool. You're a fool. Satan is making a fool out of you. And, he's hypnotizing these people. And when you are spiritually hypnotized, you are in trouble. You're in trouble. And you don't even know it. Most of them don't even know it. And yesterday, and today, I hired two different people to give me a ride. And the girl that came yesterday, it was my fault. Listening to her on the phone before she even came to pick me up was a warning sign that something was wrong with her. And most of them I've noticed when they on them drugs, weed, and you don't even know most of that stuff is synthetic weed. It don't even smell right. Why would you put something in your body? It don't even smell right. Just like these contaminated dicks. It don't even smell right. Most of them don't even look right. Why would you put that in your mouth? Why would you put that in your butt? I don't understand. You got to develop a right mind. You are spiritually retarded and something is wrong with you. You're in trouble. You're in trouble because you're finna mess up your life. And that girl, she came to pick me up yesterday, and her whole car smelled like weed. What if I was an undercover police? What if I was a off-duty police? She didn't know. She didn't care. And all she wanted was some more money so she can get her some more weed. And her hair was all over her head. I don't know when the last time her hair had a comb or a brush in it, or some grease or some shampoo. I don't know when the last time it was. And in my opinion, these weed heads, they worse than the crackheads. They done drove the crackheads out of town. I don't even see no crackheads anymore. Where are they at? I don't know. And oh my God, they look so bad. They smell so terrible. And she had on her pajama pants, riding around, giving somebody a ride. Where is the pride? Where is the shame? People, especially black people, black women, we used to have pride in ourselves. Now it's just like they don't even care. And when you lose hope in yourself, you ought to just go somewhere and hide. But now Satan has made it cool to just come out in public looking a mess, smelling even worse, because he has initiated this campaign, don't judge. So when we allowed the vote to be cast to don't judge, that was the beginning of a whole lot of problems. Now here we go with a whole community of zombies walking around looking half dead. Their hair ain't combed, their body is not pants in public with a necktie and all that kind of stuff. And man, her teeth. I don't know how many layers of plaque was on her teeth. And this was a mother. She told me that she had a little bitty baby at home. And I said, wow, a mother. Somebody's mother is looking like this. And her car was and stinking and dirty. And I was like, wow. In my head, I said, I would be embarrassed to let somebody get in my car for the first time or any time. And they look at it looking like this, smelling like this. You only get a first chance to make a first impression. You know? And why would you let somebody have a lasting impression of you like that? They don't care. They don't care. And man, she looked like she was high, high, high. And when you walking around and driving around high on drugs, you can get your head knocked in, you know? And man, and I was just thinking to myself, now here I am smelling all this secondhand weed smoke. And I'm trying to get me another job. Now what if I go and get this job and they drug test me? I'm gonna probably fail because I done rolled around in that girl car. Oh, excuse me. I done rolled around that girl car and inhaling all that dope. And today I hired a different guy. And I was so mad at him because he brought his cousin, another young dude. I thought because somebody on the Facebook group page, two or three people had recommended him. And I thought, I don't even know them, but they looked like they had some sense. And I had, took their word for it. So, him a referral. They referred him. And like a fool, there I was believing them. You can't believe everybody because a lot of these people will lead you astray. They don't know what they're talking about. And man, that dude, he came over there because I wanted him to help me move my stuff to another place. And he made me so mad when he danced around it at first. And when I went outside, he got his cousin in the car. And she high, he is high. Now, first, is this me smelling like weed? And I don't even smoke weed. I don't smoke dope. I don't have no desire to smoke it. I just could not believe that this dude came to me to do some work. I'm hiring him, and he gonna come to me full of dope. And his cousin was high, and they look like they was in their early 20s. And I'm seeing more and more. That girl yesterday, she was in her early 20s. I'm seeing more and more dope heads on these young people. And they don't mind. I said all of this to say this. They don't mind killing themselves. And they so confused. And I gotta put the blame on their mother and daddy. And why would I'm gonna talk to a lot of y'all in the chat now? Y'all got some kids. A lot of y'all got some kids that's in their 20s, maybe even younger. Y'all doing them a disservice. Not everybody in the chat, but a lot of y'all got some of these kind of kids in their 20s that's homosexual and smoking dope, doing all kind of awful things. You're doing them a disservice. And I think your children deserve better than you to just give birth to them and let them just come out in the world and figure it out all by themselves. It's your job as the parent to guide and direct them in the right way that they should go. Not be their friend and let them figure it out and experiment and do whatever they want to do. And I'm seeing more and more, especially black women who have homosexual sons, and you support that. And I have a uh, Instagram follower, and I thought she was a very intelligent, very astute kind of woman. She's a black woman, and I have been admiring her for a while. And a couple of weeks ago, I went on her page, and I was so alarmed to find out that she has a homosexual son, and she is supporting that dude. I mean, she's supporting him. And I clicked on his page, and there he was. He's a black dude, young black dude, and he got a white homosexual lover and was kissing them all in the mouth and going on trips together and all this kind of stuff. And the white dude's sending him flowers. And I'm like, flowers? Wow, a bouquet of flowers. And she clicked on the and liked the picture, the post, and was encouraging it. Foolishness, encouraging it. And I'm like, wow. So, in my opinion, this is wrong. But instead of just ignoring it and not saying nothing or correcting your son, you gonna support him in his potential demise. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. And I charge a lot of these mothers, especially when you see your son walking in error in an effeminate, emasculated state, and you don't say nothing, and you encourage that. I charge you, and I believe that God gonna charge you too. I believe that. I might be wrong, but I think I'm right. And I just don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. But it's a lot of these black women who are supporting that and giggling and laughing and smiling in their son faces and letting them bring their lover over and sleep over at their house and eat dinner with the family at the table. Just foolish, foolish, foolish. And this particular YouTuber who has made the announcement that he has HIV, I saw a couple of videos featuring his mother, and she seemed to be in support of it and been smiling and giggling with him and all of this and all of that. And I'm pretty sure never once did she sit him down behind the scenes to correct him and try to guide him out of that. And now here he is with this diagnosis, and she's going to lose her son. And, she could have helped save him. And I'm pretty sure she's not probably even going to think about that. A lot of these mothers probably don't think about that. And, you know, oh my God, we have a community that's in trouble. Do y'all know that? We have a community that's in serious trouble. That's what I wonder. I wonder how long has he had it. I was trying to listen and see if he was gonna disclose that part in his video, but I did not hear him say that. So maybe he's gonna make a future video and say how long he has been dealing with this. But I noticed a couple of months ago he started getting fat. He started getting big, and you know, it was some changes in his face. So maybe he's been dealing with this for quite a while. I don't know. And he changed his hair and it's been looking a mess. In my opinion, it's been looking a mess. And none of his fans said nothing about that. They just let him look a mess and just cheered him on all the way. Anything he says, they love it. They eat it up. Anything he does, they love it. They eat it up. So now, you know, if he drops dead tomorrow, they gonna pretend to be so grief stricken, and that ain't gonna last but a moment of time. And they gonna go on and find another YouTuber and pretend to be crazy about them, and that's how they do in the YouTube streets. A lot of these people ain't real. They be pretending and trying to stroke these people ego, and I think they like him. A lot of those people like him because he's been messy and he's been saying a lot of things that a lot of them probably want to say but don't have the guts to say, and they hide behind him and let him be their mouthpiece you know So that's why a lot of them like him and giggle with him and all that kind of stuff and gas him up to do the stuff that they want to do, but they don't have the courage to do it. I know why a lot of them in his fan base. But anyway, you know, if he was to pass anytime soon, the majority of those fans, they probably wouldn't even send him a flower to have put on his casket. You know, they're not gonna help him get his medication, but they are there to giggle with him and to hear him talk about these different celebrities like a dog and so-called Reed and all of this and all of that. But anyway, you know, after the giggles is gone, he's left after he turns his camera off and after he logs off of YouTube. He's left to deal with this sickness and this disease all by himself. And ain't nothing funny about that. Absolutely nothing to congratulate. I don't understand why so many of them are congratulating him. I don't understand that part. I don't know anything about the medication. No name. I don't have any idea about the medication. You think he's had it for a couple of years, contract terminated? Why do you think it's been a couple of years? Contract terminated. Um, okay, I do remember that video that Walter Hampton did. when he was saying that you should disclose your status. And I agree with Walter. And I do remember that certain YouTuber got very offended by Walter saying that. And it makes sense now. Maybe he was dealing with it then. So I agree with you, contract terminated. Yeah, I remember Walter Hampton making a video saying that people should disclose their status. And that certain YouTuber did get very upset with Walter about that. So, thinking back now, maybe he was dealing with it then. Maybe that's why he got so offended at the time. Yeah, no name. That's what I was thinking. Maybe somebody was about to expose him, so maybe that's the reason why he went ahead and disclosed it. Yes, Eric, I can read the comments. I'm reading the comments. What do you want to say, Eric? Oh, I done got hungry, y'all. For some reason, I want some Parmesan chicken wings, garlic Parmesan chicken wings, and some real hot fries. Man, yesterday, I'm going to switch up the conversation a little bit. Then we can jump back on and talk about that a little bit if y'all want to. Yesterday, I rode the bus to Chick-fil-A. Man, oh my gosh. They had those fries so hot and delicious. And my sandwich was so good. But why is it every time I ask them, or maybe I forgot to tell them to give me pepper jack cheese, they just pick the cheese that they want me to have. And man, they had put that old American cheese. I can't stand American cheese. But I went ahead and ate it. I didn't fuss. But I did fuss with that woman because she didn't want to make my strawberry tea the way I want. Why is it every time them heifers, when they, oh, I can't stand them heifers be working the counter. Every time I say I want some strawberry tea at Chick-fil-A, it always be a fight. It always be a fight because they don't know how to make it. And they pretend like it's foreign to them. And I get it all the time, but it be with the white people. Whenever them black folks be up there, they want to fight me and don't want to make it. But man, after I got through fighting that woman, middle-aged heifer with that ugly hairstyle, she went over there and made it, and it was real good. I started to go there and tell her that it was good, but I had too much pride, and I wanted her to keep that same energy. And I want to keep the same energy too. But it was real delicious. OMG. And last night, man, I had a long bus ride yesterday. And blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. I think it was a lesbian bus driver. She kept on eyeballing me. And I want to tell her, look, even if I was a lesbian, you would not be my type. I can't stand no female with a big booty all up on her back. And she had one all up on her back. Thought I wanted to play with it. I don't like no woman like that. And, and man, I got off the bus at that Walmart. Some of them Walmarts got a McDonald's inside. And this particular one had a McDonald's inside. And it wasn't but one girl working everything. Man, she need a raise. She was working the cash register. She was working the fry machine. She was making hamburgers. She did it all. And I didn't have much confidence in her, but I really appreciate when she put them gloves on. You always get brownie points with me if you're making some food, my food, and put on gloves. And I told her I appreciate you putting them gloves on. And man, I got that McDouble. I usually don't fool with no McDonald's food, but I got that McDouble with bacon on it. and I told her to give me that Big Mac sauce and put some tomato, pickle. I should have told her onion. That's the only thing that it was missing, some onion. A lot of people can't stand onion. I don't understand them kind of people. I love onion. Onion make everything better. And man, and a little squirt of mayo. Man, she should have toasted that bun though. That would have made it even better. Man, when I went over there and sat on that seat and ate that, took that first bite, I said, "Man, that girl know what she doing. She know they need to make her the permanent hamburger maker, and that's all she need to do. Just make hamburgers all day and all night. Man, that was good and oh, delicious. And I need another one right now while I'm talking about it, right? And oh, I like cooked onions too. Contract terminated. OMG. Man, I'm gonna have to get up and make me a sandwich when I get through talking to y'all. I done got hungry. I need somebody to deliver me a plate of Parmesan garlic wings and hot fries. I'm gonna try one of them. No, I ain't. I would say I was gonna try one of them food deliver apps, but I'm kind of nervous about that. You know, people will play your food and eat some of your food and put their hand on it, especially if they mad at their supervisor or mad about bringing food. They'll do something awful to your food just because. I don't trust nobody bringing my food. I want to look at it while it's being made, if possible, and take it from there. I don't want no third party involved bringing my food. You know, that's personal. I don't want nobody breathing over my food and hair all over my bag and all blah blah blah. You know what I mean? But anyway, hello, 96 Day of Rage. Where you been, child? We done covered a whole multitude of stuff. 96 Day of Rage, you done missed a bunch of stuff. Oh yes. Let's talk about Dwight Howard. Lord have mercy. As a lot of y'all know, Dwight Howard is being dragged out of the closet by a tranny. Lord, and see Dwight Howard, he another one. He another one. Risking his life, subjecting his body to all of this HIV, AIDS, syphilis, and you name it. Mm. And see, the rumor has already been on the street for a long time that he likes trannies. So now a tranny, I can't pronounce. Why these trannies always get a name you can't pronounce? Who started that? But anyway, one of the trannies has exposed Dwight Howard, and Dwight Howard, he just looks a mess. He's a handsome dude, but he just looks a mess getting hooked up with these trannies. What is he doing with himself? And man, the tranny done leaked a telephone conversation between allegedly between him and Dwight. Dwight, he doing one of Young Buck numbers, big in the training and trying to get the training go back and forth, blah blah blah. I think I have it um on my Instagram. Let's listen at the conversation, shall we? Let's listen at all this foolishness. And the tranny was also accusing accusing Dwight Howard's pastor. I don't know why the tranny gonna bring the pastor into this mess. He even drug the pastor into this mess and the whole basketball team. And I'm like, wait a minute now. The whole basketball team done did something to you. Man, so it's a hot mess, right? And so let me read it to you. And then we're gonna listen at the tape. The training done leaked the tape between him and Dwight Howard. I thought it was illegal to tape folks. These folks just taping folks and leaking their conversation like it ain't illegal. Okay, now the training the training name is Masin Eligi. Ella J or something like that. Okay, it says this Messian Ella J, I guess I'm pronouncing it right, is claiming his ex-boyfriend, Dwight Howard, sexually harassed, threatened, and manipulated him. Okay, the trend says, I was afraid to speak, but today my life was threatened after I was sexually harassed, threatened, and manipulated by someone I respected, my ex-boyfriend, NBA player Dwight Howard, in his camp, also catfished by his disrespectful ass pastor. Before we start, I just need to say this is really about his team and his crooked pastor threatening my life over an unsigned non disclosure agreement. And he has been trying to intimidate me into taking hush money for what they did to me. I met Dwight a while back at Wild and Out, to be exact. We made eye contact, and a week later, he was in my DMs. I'm used to dealing with celebrities, so automatically I told him, hit me from his Finsta, fake, aka fake Instagram page. They call it Finsta. So our combo would not get leaked. I mean, he is a legend. Fast forward, I'm finally face to face with Dwight. And after that day, from my understanding, we had an understanding. So I'll just upload this screen record here just in case his team decides to lie. Ain't no girl gonna ask you this. He was fine, 6'11", goofy, very charming, no wife, and never been married. So of course I was interested. I kept it real with him and he kept it real with me about everything except one thing. Conversation started escalating to news being sent. Oh, that's where it got gross, right? Escalating to me blowing his mind and blowing something else too. And him calling me every night on Instagram video chat. Now, when they was calling each other on video chat, didn't Dwight see that that was a man? Of course he did, with a wig on. Time went by and shit started getting serious. I thought my good sis was a prostitute, but as my friend took a deeper look into her page, she actually hosts transgender sex parties that Dwight Howard allegedly often attends. So, yes, I lost every bit of my mind. So, this is where the story begins. So, one day I started getting private calls. I was told that it was Dwight. I entertained a couple of conversations, but turns out it was not Dwight. My relationship with Dwight pretty much was over in my eyes, especially after he threatened to beat the shit out of me. Of course, I'm mouthy and threatened him back and said harsh things. Oh my gosh. Okay, so let's listen. Let's listen. Okay, hold on. Let me turn it up.
But that's not what I'm saying, though. I need to know that that's not what I'm saying. Okay, you're trying to. What I'm saying is that but what I'm saying is that you're asking me a question to be very transparent, vulnerable with you. But that goes back to trust too. Like I want to be able to trust you without being a hostile environment or an issue between me. Like before all this other stuff came into play, I definitely didn't feel that way. But now, like I'm rocking. So it's like I don't know what's what. So I think that But that's not what I'm saying, though. I need to know that that's not what I'm saying. Okay, you're trying to. What I'm saying is that no, no. But what I'm saying is that you're asking me a question to be very transparent. Consistency of normalcy. You know what I mean? Not talking about other people. Not getting into all that other stuff. You know, not. You don't have to feel threatened. Like first of all, I'm not going to jeopardize my life, my career, and everything that I work for. But I do have people that I love genuinely that depend on me that I'm going to have to take care of in life. So, you know, regardless of what hailstorm that I ever have to face, like there's some things that you don't compromise your integrity of just doing the right thing, you know, when other people don't. That's just, you know, so I say all that to say that, you know, you don't have a reason to be feeling like it's your life in jeopardy, you know, talking to me, and vice versa. I don't want to feel like that. The consistency of normalcy, you know what I mean? Not talking about other people, not getting into all that other stuff, you know, not you don't have to feel threatened. Like first of all, I'm not going to jeopardize my life, my career, and everything that I work for. But I do have people that I love genuinely that depend on me that I'm going to have to take care of in life. So, you know, regardless of what else.
Okay. So y'all heard the conversation between Dwight and the tranny. So Brick Breck says if Dwight Howard wants a trans woman, then why does anyone care? I guess we care because um he's going back and forth. I guess he's bisexual, so he's going back and forth with women, and I think it's very unfair to not disclose what you're all about, and you are putting women potentially in harm's way as well as men. That's what the problem is, Brick Brack. And then it's gross. Okay? While he is portraying his image to be one way, but he's behind the scenes doing all of this. You know. I guess that's why we care. And he is a celebrity. Right. No name. He's a celebrity. But I did see a post. Who is that? Calc 27. You said I don't believe the tranny. He tried it with another dude and was busted for lying. I did see I did see the post. Somebody had posted saying that he has a fake accusation history, and he has falsely accused somebody named Playboy Cardi and scammed another person for allegedly for $300 for a $300 camera in the past. And the tranny says he posted a picture of the pastor, and he says, "This is who harassed me. This is who threatened me. This is who called me over and over and over again, calling me a fag and a freak." He is Dwight's pastor. His name is Calvin Simmons. He made me feel extremely uncomfortable. Continued to call my phone and said the most disgusting homophobic things ever. You gonna find a new residence, all because I didn't want to sign a DNA. The tranny says, I didn't want to take money. I just wanted to be left alone. Well, it does seem like the tranny, like a lot of them, they want to be exposed once they get pumped and dumped, sort of just like the heterosexual females. A lot of them, especially the Instagram thoughts, just like Brittany Renner. She did this little tell-all book that nobody cares anything about. saying, so-called exposing that she's had relations with um, Colin Kaepernick, Drake, and so on and so forth. And, a lot of these trannies, they have imitated the physical attributes of women. And this is just another thing that they are imitating. They are taking notes from a lot of these heterosexual females, heterosexual whores, and they're trying to do what a lot of these heterosexual whores do in order to come up and sleep with a lot of these basketball players and celebrities. They want to copycat everything that these heterosexual whores do. So this is just another thing that they're mimicking. They're trying to emulate everything that the heterosexual whores do. But you know, it's really interesting that they try to imitate all of the wicked attributes of a woman. Why don't they try to imitate the classy attributes of a woman, the noble attributes of a woman? Why is it that they want to copycat and emulate mostly the sleazy wickedness, the wicked attributes of a female? I noticed that. But anyway, I don't understand this. Also, a lot of these ball players and celebrities, they've seen this happen so many times. And, once they stop giving these people, whether it be a heterosexual or tranny or whatever, gay, once they stop giving them money and attention, they're gonna expose them. So this is the trend. This is what they're doing nowadays. And, they continue to sign up for this time and time again. I don't understand that part. So, a lot of times, you know, when they play stupid games, they win stupid prizes. And this is just something that's been going on and it continues to go on. Eric is asking, do you think the glamorize of being pumped and dumped by black women came from the transgender? No, I don't. I don't think so. I do not think it came from transgender. No. 96 Day of Rage says he, she, it also has a couple books coming off the press too. I'm guessing he'll say just about anything to be a bestseller. Okay. Um, Vet Six Jenkins says they can't get pregnant to get child support, so they gotta get something. You got a good point, Vet Six Jenkins. You got a real good point. I hadn't thought about that. I hadn't thought about that. You're right. They can't get pregnant, so they got to get some money some kind of way after they get pumped and dumped. So that's their way of trying to get money. A heterosexual woman, she can use that baby as a pawn. But the tranny, what can they use as a pawn once they get pumped and dumped? They can't use nothing but a expose, a tell-all book, some text messages. You know, how do we know he didn't tell people he was with? How is it gross? Because it is gross. In my opinion, Brick Bread is real gross. Anytime you sucking on a dookie dingaling and taking it up the butt, that is gross, gross, gross. In my opinion. No Name says also, did y'all hear Charlemagne say that if I'm so sick of listening at this stuff about Takashi. I'm so sick of Takashi looking like the devil. I'm so sick of him. Why are y'all even entertaining that dude. Why? Okay. Uh, no name says, did y'all hear Charlemagne say that if Takashi gets off on his federal charges, that he would, oh please, oh please, mm, wow. Okay, Eric says, do you think the glamorize of being pumped and dumped by black women? Okay, I already read that. Okay, Brick Brack says Dwight Howard has never been known to date any woman. That's not true, Brick Brack. Brick Brack, you just be talking and you don't even know what you be talking about. A lot of times you just like to hear yourself type. If you remember, like I remember, he was dating Royce Reed, a former castmate of Basketball Wives. Thank you very much. Go and do your research, Brick Brack. Okay? And he was dating some other women too before her. So it's not like he's ruining anyone's life. And you don't know that, Brick Break. That's just your opinion. You don't know who that man is laying up with and inserting his penis into. You don't have a clue. You just talking just to hear yourself talk. Okay, Eric says if the gay community get a black man that all black women love, I believe black women are going to be real upset. That's a possibility, Eric. But we have a society now, anything goes. So, I'm not really surprised a lot of times, when these guys hook up with these other guys that we least expect. I'm not surprised anymore. It used to be a time when we would be surprised, but nowadays I'm not surprised. So, somebody else was acting up. Who else was acting up? Um, well, Brick Bray says women are still going to date Dwight Howard. They probably will because it's a lot of women that don't have standards, Brick Bray. They probably will. That's just like the guy that had sex with the corpse, the dead corpse, in the hospital a couple of weeks ago. Some woman is going to be with him. Some man might be with him. A lot of people don't have standards, so yeah, some woman is still going to date Dwight Howard. Yeah. A lot of people don't have standards nowadays. So that's to be expected. And what else has been going on? I guess tomorrow we need to talk about you know, this stuff is still lingering concerning Kim Porter and Puffy. A lot of people are still talking about that. We still don't know the cause of death for Kim. And a lot of answers, a lot of questions still linger. And we don't have any answers. And Jamal Bryant, we need to talk about Jamal. Oh my God. Tokyo Tony and Jess Hilarious been going back and forth on Instagram because we need to talk about that too. Black China went to Africa to pimp the bleaching cream. A lot of people calling her white China, and a lot of people had a lot to say. So Tokyo Tony, now she can talk about her own daughter, but she don't want nobody else saying nothing about it. She done talked about her bleaching her skin herself, but now she's offended, pretending to be offended because everybody else is saying something about her bleaching and selling bleaching cream over in Africa. So she did a video and told everybody to shut up, don't say nothing else about white China. So Jess Hilarious said something, and Tokyo Tony, she made a personal video response and told her that she looks like a man, she's not funny, blah blah blah. So Jess Hilarious told her, "You still not gonna see Dream, your granddaughter." And oh my God, it has been going back and forth. And Lil Mo has been shading the girl they call Queen. I don't really like her. I don't like her music either, but a lot of younger people do. And I think she's hooked up with that dude Clarence. He's a YouTuber. I don't know what kind of videos he does, but I agree. For the first time, I agree with Lil Mo. I usually don't agree with Lil Mo, but I agree with Lil Mo. And a lot of Queen's fans are trolling Lil Mo and calling her old and saying that she should support her. I'm so sick of these people want you to support them no matter what, even if they in error or need improving. They want you to agree with them and support them no matter what. But they ain't gonna support you though. And I agree with Lil Mo. Everything she been saying, everything. You know, the girl she can hold a note, but she can stand. There's room for improvement. And Lil Mo, she was basically offering constructive criticism. But you know, a lot of these people in this new generation, they can't stand criticism. All they want is praise, praise, praise. And we supposed to praise the Lord, not people, and they have it so twisted because a lot of y'all don't get these people spoiled, and all they want is praise and recognition and attention. And what else has been going on out here in these streets? Um, yeah, we got to talk about Jamal Bryant, and you know Oprah Winfrey's mom passed away. And they'll probably have a private ceremony for that because she wasn't a public figure. Her daughter was. And she died reportedly on Thanksgiving. Wow. These people sure do be dying at the wrong time, don't they? Just inconveniencing everybody. Now they had to stop the turkey dinner and everything and go to the morgue. Wow. Now I think her mama could have died the day after Thanksgiving. Why she gonna pick a day like Thanksgiving and have everybody crying on Thanksgiving? They supposed to be getting together and eating, and she wanted to die. Well, I guess she didn't want to die, but somebody wanted her to die, and she died. Um, what else? Oh yes. Um, what's her name? Kimbella finally got a ring. But I think she bought it herself and she pretended like she was so surprised that Joel put it on there. He bought it and put it on her hand. I think she bought it herself. And it's just a publicity stunt because, you know, he probably getting ready to go to jail. And, you know, the new season of Love and Hip Hop in New York getting ready to come on. So that's going to be their storyline because they boring. Ain't nothing else going on with them. So that's going to be their little storyline. Anything to extend the storyline, right? Extend the check. And what else? I'm so sick of Will Smith and Jada Smith. They always want to tell us something. And I'm so sick of hearing about their life. Ooh, all of this oversharing that they do. I'm sick of it. They just keep on trolling us and acting like they fresh on the market and need all this publicity. They already done proved themselves. What they need so much publicity for? And attention. And telling us all this stuff we don't need to know. I'm sick of Jada and Will. And who else? Uh, you know, we can't forget about the lady, the activist over there in Ferguson. She's still asking for donations. I think I'm gonna do a video. I think I'm gonna do a video soon and try to get you all. I'm gonna try to encourage y'all. A lot of y'all don't want to give me no donations. I know y'all ain't gonna get her none. You better not. I shouldn't say you better not, but I would like for y'all to go to the lady's page and donate to her because she wants to get an investigation done. She wants to have her son's body exhumed to be re-examined and find out what happened to her son. So I'm gonna try to donate to her cash app this weekend, and I'm encouraging everybody else to do the same. Her Instagram and Facebook is Melissa McKinney's. I'll post it right here in the chat, and you all can go and donate and offer her some type of assistance. You may not have money, you may have some expertise that you can offer. And I'm encouraging y'all to go and assist her and don't leave her alone with these endeavors that she is faced with. You know, it's her this time, it could be one of y'all tomorrow. You never know when the devil is going to do something awful to you or somebody you love, right? So, y'all say we need to support each other, we need to stick together. So now's a good time to unify, like y'all always say, and build each other up instead of tearing each other down. Go over there and build Melissa up and unify with her. There you go. I put it right there in the chat. And try to um, raise awareness and some funding for her. And we cannot forget about what happened to her son. And, you know, this is happening way too often to too many black sons being lynched. And they covering it up, saying that they committed suicide. So, Eric says Tyrese got a judgment against his ex-wife. She can no longer run up the babysitter bills. Okay, I saw something last week whereas she was saying that she's living life. She don't want to get a job. So he was trying to get full custody of his daughter. So I'm hopeful that he will get full custody of his daughter. And you know, a lot of people are saying that his baby, his new baby, was ugly. And I was sorta, kinda in agreement with the people. But I noticed she's coming out of those looks. She's starting to look real cute. She's growing into some cute looks. So she's gonna make us take back those words that we said and you know those opinions we had. I think, honey, the Lord is gonna bring some new looks out of her. She's starting to look real cute. And I had a feeling that was gonna happen because I didn't think all of Samantha's good looks was gonna go to waste and she's gonna look like Tyrese every day for the rest of her life. So I think God gonna let her look equal. But I think Samantha's looks, her genes might kick in and take dominance and go into overdrive by the time she's 2 years old. I think she's gonna be real cute, gonna have real long, pretty hair. And they probably gonna have a whole bunch of babies. I think Tyrese wanting to have a whole house full of babies. And he really settling into this married life. He like it. And it looks good on him. And what else with it? He keep on ignoring me on Instagram. He had a run in with the police over there in his hometown. I think he's from Maryland or DC or something like that. I have never been over there, but I've been wanting to visit. I probably will in the spring. And I'm gonna start having me some meet and greets. Are y'all interested in that? I think a few of y'all have shown some interest in a meet and greet. So I'm thinking this next summer, we're gonna have a meet and greet in Miami, perhaps for my birthday. I'm considering now. Listen at this, y'all. I was gonna leave it for a surprise It may or may not come into fruition. I need to get some quotes, and the location may change. I don't know, but I'm this is what I'm planning. I was gonna try to do something else, but this just came random the other day over the weekend. As I was looking at some stuff, some posts on Instagram, I saw this personal chef, and man, he was getting down for his crown in the kitchen. Delicious food, presentation at least, it looks delicious. So I want to rent a yacht. I know this is sounding very extravagant, right? But I want to rent a yacht, and I want him to come as my personal chef, and my wonderful subscribers. I want y'all to come. This is gonna be our meet and greet on my birthday. But y'all gonna have to pay for your own way to get over there. I can't help you out with that. But if you can pay for your own mode of transportation, the subscribers, not the trolls. We're gonna have our meet and greet next summer. So start putting your uh, flight or bus ticket or whatever, gas money, put that in the layaway now. This is enough time, enough notice, so you'll be ready by next summer, right? And whew, that'll give me enough time to get in shape and lose a little weight, so y'all be able to just see one stomach instead of two on me, right? So I'm excited about that. I'm looking forward to that. Maybe we'll do it, maybe we won't. But that's what I'm planning. But plans change. So, you know, maybe we'll do it, maybe we won't. But that's what I have in mind to do. I think that's exciting. I've never been on a yacht. I've never been to Miami. I've never had a personal chef cook for me. So that's going to be exciting. Something different, something different. So um Eric is asking, am I going to take this video down? I don't know, Eric. What do you think? What do you think I should do? Do you think I should take it down or leave it up? I might leave it up. Yeah, I might leave it up. Do you want it to stay up or take it down, Eric? What do you want? I believe that too. 96 Day of Rage. I believe that happened to the boy in Ferguson. Melissa McKinney's son. I think it was foul play also. Vet 6 Jenkins said Magic Johnson, Wilt Chamberlain, NBA players can't keep their penis in their pants. And I was looking at Magic Johnson's son, EJ, the other day. Now it's already bad enough. You know he's walking around pretending, to be, you know, all of this and all of that. But then to look at him and he's unattractive, it's just so insulting. You know, to mimic these effeminate qualities of women, and then walking around with makeup on it, and then the face is still ugly. Ugh, ugh. And Magic and Cook ain't trying to say nothing to him. A mess. Setting him up for failure once again, in my opinion. But anyway, a lot of that is going on, right? Where is Eric at? Eric asked, was I going to take the video down? I'm asking Eric, do he want the video to stay up or not? And why? And Eric has not come back. Where is Eric at? Did you go to the bathroom, Eric? Did you go out to get some KFC? Where you at, Eric? Where is Eric? Has anybody seen Eric? Has anybody seen Eric? Okay, Eric, what do you want to happen? You want the video to stay up or down? You want me to take the video down or keep it up? I guess we can keep it up since you ain't saying nothing. But anyway, I'm gonna get off of here because I'm ready to eat something and I need to use the bathroom. I could talk to y'all all night, but I'm not going to. This time, we'll save a little bit of talking for another time. And you all have a great night, and we'll talk again real soon. If you would like to donate to my um let's find the coward that keeps on taking my videos. We need to find out who they are so we can post their pictures and make it a level playing field. We need to hire somebody to find out who they are. So if you would like to donate to the Find the Coward campaign, you can donate to my PayPal or my Cash App. Cash App is $ Karma Kaboom. And my PayPal is pay.me/Karmic Boom. All right, you guys, you all have a great night. And don't let the devil use you. And don't let nobody abuse you and trick you and make you out of a fool out here in these streets, okay? All right. So, with that being said, it's very unfortunate that, you know, this person has this diagnosis of HIV. But the Bible is true. God's word is true. It's never changed. People are the ones that's changed and are so disobedient, you know. So the wages of sin is death. And, you know, at this point, nothing is left to do other than get right with God. And, you know, a lot of people, they can convince themselves that they are doing the right thing. And people can make you think you're doing the right thing, even though you're in the wrong. And it may seem right to you, but it's still wrong. In God's sight, it's still wrong. There is Proverbs 16:25. If you, those of you that believe in the Bible like I do, it says, "There is a way that seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death." That's the Bible. That's not Karm Kaboom. God said that. So, you know, we can think we right all we want, and we can be so wrong, you know. So it's best to obey God. Just be obedient. And therefore, you know, even though we're gonna pass, but a lot of times we can quicken our death by being disobedient and doing things our own way. But anyway, you all have a great night and obey God. And we'll holler at you later. Peace.